Nigeria Interreligious Council has held its first quarterly meeting for the year 2022. The meeting, with the theme Education for Peace and Nation Building, focuses on the challenges being faced in the education sector, insecurity and fake news, among others. Trust TV's Sagir Ibrahim filed in this report.
As the Nigeria Interreligious Council holds its first quarterly meeting, key among issues discussed were insecurity, propagation of fake news, the education sector with focus on the lingering strike by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. During his address, the co-chairman of the council and president of the Christian Association of Nigeria, Reverend Samson Ayokunle, expressed disappointment over the decision of the leadership of ASU to continue with the strike despite intervention of the council.
For me, I'm not pleased enough with ASU because they were impatient. I and the co-chairman and others that you sent went to meet with them. Instead of them to be patient with us, to know how to get the government to commit itself, they went and declared the strike again while our intervention was going on. To me, that was not respectful enough.
He also faulted the federal government for its failure to handle the situation effectively.
It was at that time when they were saying there is no money to answer ASU that the government went and donated $1 million to Afghanistan. How reasonable is that? When you have your own Afghanistan here at home, you have not taken care of, you are donating to another one. How will we believe you that you don't have money? We need to take a drastic decision about this impasse between ASU and the federal government.
The secretary to the government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, during his address called on NIREC to continue to intervene so as to enable Nigerian students return to school as quickly as possible.
I want to charge the leadership of NIREC to continue in this path to appeal to us to call off the strike in the interest of a safe and prosperous nation. The education of our children is very vital, and the need to continually keep them in school is key to molding them into a great leaders of tomorrow.
On the issue of security, Reverend Ayokunle lamented that the situation will only worsen except more decisive steps are taken to address it head-on.
We as leaders cannot just sit down and think that all is well. All is not well. I don't want us to come here one day as a result of insecurity and they tell us to stand for 1 minute for any of us. If the airports are not safe, sir, none of us is safe. And if they have tried it in Kaduna, they can try it at any other place.
The Sultan of Sokoto and co-chair of the council, Muhammad Saad Abubakar, during his own address, called on the public and the media to play their role towards the prevention of the propagation of fake news and misinformation in the society.
So let's always look at what we can do, what we say, and how we say things. And anything said, let me repeat, at this plenary should be quoted as Professor Oladusu said this, not NIRECs said this. Sultan of Sokoto said this, yes. There'll be front page headlines if I say anything wrong. But there's no problem. But do not attribute it to NIREC. NIREC is a body of 60 honest Nigerians that decided to come together to chart a way forward for peaceful coexistence in our great country.
The theme for the 2022 first quarterly meeting of NIREC is Education for Peace and Nation Building. Sagir Ibrahim reporting for Trust TV.